Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome back to the MS Workouts channel. If you have a goal this year to walk again or rely less on your cane, walker, or assisted device, then this is your starting place. But before we begin, I'd like to make a very special announcement. To usher in the new year, if you want to pay the annual membership plan in monthly installments, which we are allowing you to do right now, then just go to www.msworkouts.com and select the monthly installments underneath the annual membership plan. And remember, all we're doing is asking you to commit to yourself for an entire year to have access to this installment plan. Our members have seen improvements in mobility, energy, foot drop, and so much more in as little as 1 to 3 workouts per week. And we know that you can do the very same. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can always email us at team@msworkouts.com or text or call 512-993-7037. Whatever works best for you. Now, let's go ahead and shift gears into this week's workout video where we're going to be able to strengthen your muscles that are deliberately going to improve your mobility so you can rely less on that assisted device. All that you're going to need for today's workout is a chair and a progress journal that you can download in the description box that's below this video. If you have a resistance band, then please feel free to use it during this video. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so that you can be notified when our latest videos drop. And leave us a like after the video if you enjoyed it. You ready? Let's go. This exercise class today is going to give you the tools that you need to make sure that you're relying less on that walker, cane, or assisted device heading into the 2023 new year. So I'm super excited about this. 3 exercises. We're going to start on the floor. Make sure you have your progress journal and just follow along with me giving your very best effort. We're going to go ahead and start things off with an isometric quadricep engagement. So let's do this. All right, we're going to start with that, as I mentioned, quadricep active engagement. If you'd like to sit up against a wall and or have a pillow support system in your back, please feel free to do so. This is going to be an isometric engagement. So what we're looking to do here is actively engage the muscles and keep continuous and uninterrupted flexing and loading of the quadricep, ideally the entire 90 seconds. If you're able to complete this entire the exercise, in order to increase the difficulty, we're going to throw a link in the description box below that's going to send you to an adaptive exercise that's going to make this very easy to make it progressively more challenging. Ready to do this? Let's rock and roll. Clock is on. Actively flexing your quadriceps the entire time. If you have the ability to, you can think about trying to lift just a bit off the ground with those feet. The most important thing is to flex these quadriceps. Again, this is a starting point, a place where you can begin, right, your journey of relying less on that walker and or cane assisted device. The entire time, the key here to the exercise is to make sure that you flex those thighs and you're keeping them flexed and engaged at the greatest level possible for as long as you can in this steady pace set. We're getting ready to go past the 45-second mark in these next 15 seconds. You're going to feel that burn deep into these thighs right now. That is a good thing. Remind yourself that you're doing this because you want to increase strength in your lower body, add stability into your knees, and rely less on those assisted devices. Also, when you need to relax these thighs, even for a second, notate the time on the clock that's above me here. That is how we create a measured process in our steady pace experience to allow you to ensure you're applying the appropriate stimulus every exercise session to get the best results. We're heading into the exhaust range. That's the final 30 seconds, and where if it is enough difficulty to continue to give you the best results, you will reach muscle failure. Or the point on this exercise where you simply can no longer stay flexed and engaged. That's what it is, right? We're heading into the final 10 seconds. There should be a shake, a deep burn. Think about breathing freely. That shake is perfectly natural, no more than 5 seconds. 4, giving your very best effort because it's worth it, right? We want to have the strength heading into 2023 to allow you 2 and 1. Relax, to rely less on those devices. Whew, good burn there. As I mentioned, make sure you're grabbing your progress journal. We're going to notate here, I reached 130, so I completed the exercise set. I'm going to write a plus and circle it, knowing that I need to get on the link that's down below and know how to progressively increase the difficulty of this exercise. Ready for the next exercise? This one's going to be a bridge. It's going to work your glutes, your hamstrings. So now we're working the posterior side of the lower body, and it can be done from the floor right here. Again, just give your very best effort and follow along with me. Let's do this. All right, we're going to hit the bridge. So go all the way flat. If you need to, because of lack of mobility in your lower body, put your toes, your feet into a wall to help stabilize yourself. Please feel free to do so. We're going to push through heels. Another isometric, what we call metabolic steady pace set. You're going to load yourself when the set begins, and the goal is to stay actively exercising and flexed, engaged until you can't. And when you can no longer continue, that is the successful end. Let's rock and roll. Feet are about a ½ inch or so outside of the knee. You're going to push through heels, flare knees, squeeze glutes, elevate hips into the air. Clock is on. Now you're squeezing the rear end, and you should not feel discomfort in your low back. You're working the hamstrings, the glutes, and what are called the erectors, the muscles on either side of the spine into the low back. If you feel discomfort in your low back, you simply lower hips slightly and focus on tucking pelvis. That's going to decompress your low back and take stress off the lumbar. You should feel a deep burn in the glutes as well as the hamstrings. If your hamstrings cramp during this exercise, simply take your hips down, extend your leg out, cramp will go away, and you'll jump back in. Also, as I've mentioned, muscle failure is the goal. Why? Because that's going to ensure that you have sent the clearest stimulus and communication to your muscles to prompt the best results. What that looks like on this exercise is simply the point where you can no longer continue to stay actively flexed with the muscles and lifted with your hips here. We're heading past that 45-second mark into that minute range here, which is the exhaust range, right? Final 30 seconds. And where if this is an appropriate difficulty to prompt the very best results, you will successfully reach muscle failure here. Squeezing those glutes, which leads to, right, a stronger lower body, more injury resistance, and less reliance on those assisted devices in this year. Squeezing those glutes, flaring the knees protects the medial side and engages the rear end and the abductors, which we know are crucial for hip strength and stability and overall mobility of your lower body. Deep burn in those glutes, no more than 2 more seconds. Just give your best effort. 1, and slowly relaxing and disengaging. Whoo! Deep burn into those glutes, hamstrings. If you were able to complete the exercise set like I was, this is exercise, it's not movement. So it's time to increase the difficulty. And the way that you're going to know that next time is if you're using your progress journal. Write it down. At msworkouts.com, our members have a progress journal that measures progress for them with graphs, bars, all of the above, so it makes it easier for you. Whether you're using that online journal or you're using a piece of paper, make sure you're writing down your results and increase the difficulty next time when you're able to complete it. You ready to execute this last exercise? Let's go ahead and rock it. All right, we're going to go ahead and stand up. We're going to an eccentric bodyweight squat. This is going to be a mover of the quadriceps, glutes, your thighs, and your rear end. And the focus here is on the what we call eccentric muscle contraction, which is just the lowering of the body. Now, whether you're sitting in a chair that looks like mine or you are in a wheelchair, you're on a couch, doesn't really matter. Go ahead and grab something or place your chair in front of either a countertop, something that will allow you to assist yourself to the starting position, which is going to be a standing position here. Okay, we're going to hold for 2 seconds, lower for 10, relax for 2, and then reset, giving your best effort to control yourself through the range of motion, which in turn will strengthen that lower body and allow you the ability to rely less on the walker, the cane, and the assisted device. Let's wrap this exercise session up with your best effort. Here we go. You're going to follow me to the starting position. Slight bend in the knees. Clock is on. We're going to hold for 2, flexing quads. 1, now you're slowly lowering. As you go down, think about taking hips back, flare knees, stay through heels, and make sure that that chair is underneath you at the bottom. We're going to relax for 2 seconds. 1 second, use the chair if needed, press through heels, stand all the way tall. Slight bend knees, hips. For 2, flex thighs, glutes, slowly lower. Muscle failure is the goal. That is success. Now, what does muscle failure look like on an eccentric set? Like we're executing. Relax for 2 seconds. 1 second, coming back up. It is when you can no longer lower, ideally at 10 seconds or slower. Holding for 2. 1, initiate movement down. Some of you may not be able to lower at 10 seconds or slower at this point. That's perfectly fine, right? The goal is to lower as slow as you can because that ensures that the stimulus and communication and exercise of the muscle is adequate to prompt the best results. Slight bend, initiate movement down slowly. We're getting ready to go past the 60-second mark and into what we call the exhaust range. Feeling a deep burn in those thighs, flex, and set yourself down as slow and as soft and as easy as possible because doing that ensures that the muscles are exercising through the entire range of motion. We're there, final 30 seconds. This effort here is taking us past the 115 mark, reminding yourself that getting to the point where you can no longer control yourself down slowly is the sign that your muscles have gotten the communication that's going to give you the best results, aka success. All right, one more opportunity here to reach momentary muscle failure, going past the 130 mark. As we come down, you're squeezing thighs, glutes. Now I really want you to focus on trying to slow it down right here. Lots of short breaths, your back is flat. Take what you can and relax. Whew, deep burn. All right, head into your progress journal. Let's go ahead and make sure we notate the eccentric bodyweight squat. I'm going to write 6, right, because I executed all 6, and I'm going to write a plus with a circle around it, indicating to myself that, you know what, I have earned the ability next time to increase the difficulty. And that's what separates exercise from movement. Movement's great for general health, but exercise is going to be personalized and it's going to be progressive, which then allows you to see the results that you want and will allow you to rely less on the walker, assisted cane, or device in this new year. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, right? Make sure you drop us a like if you enjoyed and leave a comment in the box below, okay? And let us know where you're currently at and what your goals are for this new year in 2023. Our YouTube channel is a great place to start gaining strength, but if you want to get serious about reducing your symptoms and getting results, then you need to be on a weekly structured strength training program with other individuals just like you. And that's exactly what we offer at MS Workouts through our membership. Click the link in the video or below the video to learn how our membership can help you achieve your goals. And while you're on the website, make sure you sign up for the no-cost 7-day strength camp so you can experience how we can help you do the things that you love to do with more confidence. See you all next week.